Hi guys, good morning. This is Teacher Jam. Okay guys, for today po. So welcome po again to our learning episode for today. It's the Cookery NC2 Module 7, the Prepare Stock Sauces and Soups Part 1. Medyo mahaba po kasi yung slides at mahaba din yung discussions about the Prepare Stock Sauces and Soups. Kasi po yung details para po dito is the stocks, the sauces, and the soups. Okay guys, excited na ba kayo para sa ating learning episode for today? Okay, great. That's good. So let us start now para sa ating discussion. Okay, so for the learning outcome number 1, prepare stocks for required menu items. So yan po yung ating discussion. So what are the principles of preparing stocks? Okay, stocks are among the most basic preparations found in the professional kitchen. They are referred to in French as fonds de cuisine or the foundation of cooking. It is a flavorful liquid prepared by simmering meaty bones from meat or poultry, seafood, or even vegetables in water with aromatics until the flavor, aroma, color, and body and the nutritive value are extracted. So ito po yung mga stocks natin. Okay, ibig sabihin ng stocks po natin, it is a liquid prepared by simmering. So tayo ay nagpapakulo. Ano kaya yung mabibigyan yung example sa akin about preparing a stocks? Tulad ng nilaga. Ayan, very good guys, nilaga. Ayan, nagsisimmer tayo ng nilaga. Pinakukuluan o inilalaga natin yung nilaga. Kunyari, baka, baboy. Ayan. Okay. So, tama guys. And stocks is a clear, thin liquid flavored by soluble substances extracted from meat, poultry, and fish, and their bones and from vegetables and seasonings. So yan, pwede po natin gawin ang paggawa ng stocks from the meat, the poultry, the fish, yan, at saka vegetables din. Pwede rin po yun. And seasonings. So what about the classification of stocks? So meron tayong tinatawag na chicken stock. Ayan. Pag sinabi natin chicken stock, syempre made from the chicken bones. So yung lang siya napukuluan until na yung flavor ng bones from the chicken ay humalo dun sa iyong stock. Then, white stock. So meron tayong white stock made from beef or veal bones. And we have also the brown stock. So pag sinabi natin brown stock, it is made from beef or veal bones that have been browned in an oven. Ayan, brown siya. And fish stocks made from fish bones and trimmings, the leftover over or after filleting. So yan po yung mga stocks natin. And how about the ingredients in preparing the stocks? So in preparing stocks, we have the bones. Most of the flavor and body of stocks are derived from the bones of beef, veal, chicken, fish, and pork. So the kinds of bones are used to determine the kinds of stock except the vegetable stock. So yan po yung ating mga bones. And we have the basic formula or for mirepoix. So yan, mirepoix means, yan po it's a French word. So mamaya, i-detalye natin what is the meaning of mirepoix. So this is used to flavor the white stocks and soups, tomato paste or puree. It is often included for brown stock, gravy, stew, or soup. So we have parts or we have the ingredients on how we are going to make or assemble the mirepoix. So we have the 2 parts of onion, the 1 part of the celery, and the 1 part of parts of a carrots. So that's the basic formula for mirepoix. So ito na nga siya, di ba? Pag sinabi natin mirepoix, it is a French term for the combination of coarsely chopped onions, carrots, and celery used to flavor stocks. Yan lang po yung tinatawag nating mirepoix. So yan yung ihahalo natin sa ating mga stocks. Ano, para at least naman po magkaroon ng flavor yung stocks na ginagawa natin. Okay. So acid product. So acid helps dissolve connective tissue and extract flavor and body from bones. Yan. We have also the scraps and the leftover. So scraps may be used in the stocks if they are clear, wholesome, and appropriate to the stocks of being made. So ibig sabihin po ng mga ito, scraps and leftover. Kunyari, nagpili kayo ng fish. Ano. So may matitira syempre na a little bit of meat from the fish. Ano, kumbaga yung may natirang parts and then yung mga tinik-tinik. So pwede mo siyang gawing stock. At yung mangyayari, ang tawag sa kanya, it's a fish stock. Yan. So we have also the seasoning and spices. Minsan, paano ba, usually po ang ginagawa minsan ng mga karinderya at saka ng mga restaurants ay ang ginagawa nilang seasoning stocks and spices po, they just put a, alam niyo yung Knorr cube? Yun. Ginagawa nila yung water, then the Knorr cubes, tapos papakuluan lang nila. They add salt and pepper, then the Knorr cube. Pero usually, we do not use that, yung Knorr cube po. Ano? So, yan. We do not use that. Halimbawa, sa rules of cooking. Yan. Pero syempre kapag gusto mo yung nagmamadali ka para makapag-create ka kaagad ng isang soup or stocks, so yun yung pinakamadali or best easy way to do. Pero kapag magsi-seasoning and spices ka, so pwede kang gumamit ng kahit alin dito. Pwede mag-ground tubig, tapos lagyan mo ng salt and pepper, then ground bay leaf, ginger, nutmeg, cardamom, cinnamon, allspice, celery seed, paprika, ground mustard. So, pwede mong gamitin kahit ano. So, ang tawag natin dito sa seasoning and spices. So, ito naman yung tinatawag natin bouquet garni. It is a French word. A bouquet garni, it is an assortment of fresh herbs and aromatic ingredients tied in a bundle with string so it can be removed easily from the stock. So, that is the example, guys, ng bouquet garni. So, yan po yung itsura ng bouquet garni. So, pagkatali mo siya, parang binungkus mo lang siya. So, pwede mo na siyang ilagay sa iyong stock. So, pakukuluan mo lang siya. So, yan. And we have a guidelines in or for preparing a stocks. So, ano-ano ba yung mga guidelines natin para makapag-prepare tayo ng stock? So, number 1 is we have to follow the correct procedures for cooling or stocking stock and make sure that any stock we use is flavorful and wholesome. So, yan. So, ibig sabihin, follow the correct procedures. Ano? At paano din tayo mag-cool down ng ating mga niluto? At paano din natin siya i-store properly. And another one is follow the cooking time for stock. So guys, hindi basta pag nagluto tayo ng stocks, ay basta na lang nagluto tayo, let's say 2 hours. So ito example ko ano. So kapag nagluto tayo ng mga meat, veal, yan yung mga bones, lalo na yung mga baka. So yan, we have to wait for 4 hours para lutuin lang o magkaroon tayo ng stocks. 4 hours tapos po, in a low medium fire yung gagawin natin. So, ganon. Pakatagal, di ba? Kasi po, the more na matagal siya, tapos po in a low fire, lumalabas po yung flavor ng iyong niluluto. So, yun yung mas masarap doon. Kaya kapag nagluto ka ng sauces at saka ng soup, mas sumasarap yung iyong dishes. Ganun po. And the following are approximate approximate cooking time for different stocks are the time varies based on numerous factors such as ingredients quality, the volume and cooking temperature, white beef stock, ayan, 8 to 10 hours, and white and brown veal game stock is 6 to 8 hours. Di ba napakatagal? Grabe. Magluluto ka ng ganito katagal. 8 to 10 hours, 6 to 8 hours. Usually guys sa mga hotel and restaurants, ganito po talaga yung ginagawa. Kasi nung nag-work ako sa, kumbaga nag-OJT ako sa hotel, so na-assign ako sa kitchen. So, ganyan katagal yung preparation ng how they are preparing and cooking the stocks. Ganun talaga katagal. Tapos nung nag-training ako for the cookery, ay grabe, sobrang tagal din talaga. So yung aming chef ay in-advise kami, okay, kasi kumbaga nagpilian kami bunutan. So ang nabunot namin is the beef. So ang tagal-tagal maluto nung ano, nagtitraining kami, nag-aaral kami sa classroom. Tapos may iniwan na lang namin na nakasalang in a very low fire, yung aming beef stock. So 8 to 10 hours. So yun yung hinantay namin, 8 to 10 hours. Grabe, ano, sobrang tagal. Pero ang result naman yan ay ang sarap ng soup na nagawa. Pero yun yung ang sarap-sarap niya. Promise. Medyo mahagad nga lang sa ating gasol, pero worth it naman kasi sobrang sarap naman kapag ginamit mo na siya. Okay, and the white poultry and game bird stocks. Ayan. It's usually 3 to 4 hours ang pagluluto nito. Tapos po sa fish stocks naman, 45 minutes to 1 hour ang preparation or the cooking time. And then the vegetables is 45 minutes to 1 hour depending on the specific ingredients at saka yung size ng vegetable cuts mo. And number 3 is the stock ingredients are boiled starting with the cold water. This promotes the extraction of protein which may be sealed in by hot water. And number 4, the stocks are simmered gently with small bubbles at the bottom cut, not breaking at the surface. If a stock is boiled, it will be cloudy. Ayan po. So, another one is salt is not usually added to the stock as this causes it to become too salty since most stocks are preserved to make soup and sauces. Ayan. So, take note of that. Salt is not usually added to the stock. Ayan. Kasi nagpo-produce nga siya ng sarili niyang flavor. Ayan. And meat is added to the stock before the vegetables. And the scum that rises on the surface must be skimmed off before further ingredients are added. So yung ibig sabihin, yung scum, ibig sabihin nun, yung parang bula-bula na nagbubuo-buo dun sa panabi. Tatanggalin natin yon. So it is called as a scum. Yan, oo. Hindi yung scammer na it's scum. Ano? So yun yung mga scum na yon ay tatanggalin natin. Yung mga bula-bula na color, parang brown, cream, yon tatanggalin natin yun. It has to be skimmed off. Ano? Tapos bago ka mag-add ng another ingredients para sa iyong stock. Okay, so let us now go to the different kinds of spices and seasoning. So meron tayong bay leaf. Ito yung itsura ng bay leaf natin. And we have the kahon seasoning. So ito yung itsura ng kahon seasoning and the bay leaf. So we have the cinnamon. Yan. Ang bango-bango nitong cinnamon. Kapag nagkain kayo nung bumili o kumain kayo ng cinnamon bread, di ba? Once you taste it very, ang sarap-sarap ng cinnamon. Tapos, mabango siya yung aroma niya. And this one is the curry powder. Ayan, curry powder. Diba? Ito masarap din itong curry powder na to. Mabango din siya, ma-aroma. And we have the flaxseed and the ginger. So this is the picture of the flaxseed and the ginger is this one. Ayan, medyo katulad siya ni curry powder. Pero this one is, ayan, light yellow. So we have the mixed spices and seasoning. Ayan, ito siya yung the mixed spices and seasoning. And we have the mustard. So ayan, powdered mustard. We have the paprika. Ito, ang sarap-sarap ng paprika. It adds some spice. Ano. And we have the pepper and peppercorns. Corns. Yeah, the peppercorns. We have also the nutmeg. Ito yung itsura ng nutmeg natin. And the oregano. Usually, we have oregano from our backyard, di ba? So, yan. Kung halimbawa, meron kang tanim na oregano. Fresh oregano, ano. So, gusto mo siyang ma-preserve, kunyari. Kasi ang oregano, ang bilis-bilis niyan tumubo, di ba? So, ang gawin mo lang, patuyuin mo siya, o kaya patutuyuin mo si oregano, tapos ika-crush mo siya, parang maging siyang flakes. Ano yan? Flakes yan. Ano yung dik-dikin mo siya sa mortar and pestle. Yan. Tapos, pwede mo na siyang igarapon or ilagay mo siya sa container, close tight container. Tapos, yun, i-use mo na siya for your, the future reference mo. Future cooking. Ano? So, yan. So, we have the poppy seed. And we have the rosemary. Ayan, yung rosemary natin. That is the fresh rosemary. Pero may makukuha naman tayo o mabibili na rosemary sa yung mga branded like the McCormick. Ano, so yun. I think it is worth 50 to 60 pesos yata, I think. Okay. Mabango yan, rosemary yan. And we have the rubs. Ayan, ito po yung rubs and the saffron, the most expensive spice, ano, the saffron. Masarap din yan, ano. And we have the single herbs and spices. Yan, ito siya yung the single herbs and spices. We have the, spice gifts. Ayan, gusto mo ay, ayan, spice gifts mo. Meron tayong chili, garlic, and the cumin. Yan, pang regalo kaya spice gifts. Okay. So, the salt and salt substitutes. So, we have yung very fine iodized salt. Yan, yung mga iba't ibang uri ng salt na pwede natin gamitin. So, as you can see in our monitor. And we have the vanilla beans. Ayan po yung itsura ng vanilla beans natin. Okay. So, how about the basic white stock? Paano ba tayo gumawa ng white stock? So, these are the picture on how we are going to make a white stock. So, ito po yung example kung makikita nyo po sa inyong screen. So, meron tayong basic white stock recipe. Ayan, ganyan lang po kasimple yung mga white stock na ginagawa natin. Ano? So, yan po yung sample pictures. So, ito pa po yung another sample pictures for on how we're going to make the chicken veal beef white stock. So, yan. White stock. Ito sa clear lang po siya. Wala siyang color. Ano, so white stock. Kaya siya white stock. Okay, another one po. How about how we're going to do or make a basic brown stock from the poultry? Ayan. Ito po yung ating example of the brown stock. Ayan. So, kaya brown stock kasi color brown. Kanina po white stock kasi white. Ano? So, yan po. Ayan. Ito po another example of the brown stock from the beef. Ano yan? From the beef chicken. Ayan. So, let us now move to the learning outcome number 2. So, how about the prepare soups required for menu items? Paano na lang po pabasa na lang po ng bawat ano. Pag di nyo po maano, may buklatin nyo po yung mga pahina ng dyan para po mailagay nyo kung saan siya belong. Tapos, mami, ito po, ma'am. Dalawa po hakuha na lang po kayo, dalawang bagong module. Opo kayo. Isa lang po niyan, tapos isang, opo. Yan, para po mamaya ay ano, ready na. Tapos po kayo na lang po bahala maglagay dyan. Okay, so we have soups. Ayan. So, ano ba pag sinabi nating soups? Diba sabi natin kanina, gumawa tayo ng stocks. So, after natin gumawa po ng stocks, gagawa naman tayo ng soups. So pag tayo gumawa po ng soups, ibig sabihin, yung pinakuluan natin, di ba nag-stocks na nga tayo, nagpakulo tayo ng 4 to 1 hour to 8 hours ng different kinds. Kunyari ay ng beef, meat, poultry, game, duck, fish, at saka vegetables. So yung stock na ginawa po natin, niluto natin kanina, pwede na tayong gumawa ng soups. At yung pong stocks na yun ang i-add natin at gagawin natin para makagawa tayo ng isang masarap na soup. So ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng soup? So ang soups po, it is based on stocks added with other ingredients for variety of flavor, consistency, appearance, and aroma. It is a well-prepared soup, always makes a memorable impressions, and the soups offer a full array of flavoring ingredients and garnishing opportunities. And the soups also allow the use of trimmings and leftover creatively. So yan po, yan yung nasabi ko kani-kanina laang na ang soups po ay based on the stocks na ginawa natin kanina. Yan. And ano-ano ba yung mga classifications ng soups? So ang classifications po ng soups, meron tayong clear soup, thick soup. Pag sinabi pong clear soup, siya ay, ito po yung example natin sa monitor na nakikita nyo. Yan po yung example natin ng clear soup. Ibig sabihin ay malinaw siya, clear. Kapag thick soup po, we add some pampalapot o kaya we add some cream para maging thick siya, mabigat, makapal. Kaya nga po, thick soup. Pag clear soup po yan, ganyan lang siya, clear lang. Example natin yan, parang nilagang baka, nilagang karneng baboy, tapos nilagyan natin ng gulay-gulay, mushroom, yan. So, ang tawag natin dyan, it's a clear soup. Kapag po naman yung thick soup, halimbawa, nagkain tayo sa, kunyari sa restaurant, yung chowder soup, yan, white soup ng, kunyari sa restaurant, order tayo ng soup na medyo malapot. So, ang tawag na natin din is thick soup. So, yan. Ito po yung example natin ng thick soup. Okay, another one is a clear soup. A clear soup is based on a clear and thickened broth or stocks. So they may be served plain or garnished with a variety of vegetables and meats, and they are very similar to stocks, except the broths are based on the meats rather than the bones. So they are rich or richer, and they have more defined flavor. And the broth can be used as a liquid in preparing soups. And a good quality broth should be clear, aromatic, and rich tasting with every evident flavor of the measured ingredients. So that is what we call the clear soup. So yan po yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. And the clear soup is one strong and clear broth or stock is a consommé. So yan, ang basa po natin dyan, it's a consommé. It is made by combining a lean chopped meat, egg whites, the mirepoix, the herbs and spices, and acidic ingredients like tomato, wine, or lemon juice. And the combination is called the clarification. So ang tawag natin dyan is clarification. Since the particles that make the broth appear cloudy are trapped as it cooks, a good quality consommé is crystallized or crystal clear, and it has a good body, amber to brown in color, and completely fat-free. So yan po. And broth and bouillon. So, ang basa po natin dyan is a bouillon or bouillon. Ayan, bouillon or bouillon. So, it's a French word po. So, a broth and a bouillon, simple clear soup without solid ingredients. A broth and a bouillon are similar to stock in its technique and in cooking time. So, the major distinction between broth and stock is that broths can be served as is. Ayan, serve mo siya as is, where the stocks are used in the production of other dishes. So yung stocks kasi natin, pwede natin gamitin sa iba't ibang klase ng gagawin o lulutuin natin. So maraming use ang ating stocks. Very useful po ang stocks. And another one is the thick soup. Yan. Ano nga ulit yung thick soup? Ito po yung makapal. Very thick. So this soup are thickened to provide a heavier consistency. Mabigat siya, heavier. So the thick soup is a cream soup based on a bechamel sauce. Bechamel ang basa niyan, ha? Bechamel. Oh, yan. Bechamel. So we pronounce it a bechamel. A bechamel sauce, and it is a finish with a heavy cream. So the bechamel sauce is a milk chicken with roux. Yan. Not roux, ha? It's a roux. Silent. Anong silent? The silent X. Ano? So, chicken with roux. So, paano tayo gagawa ng isang roux? Guys, ang basic ingredients for making a roux is just only the butter, the milk, and the starches or flour. So, yan po. Imimix mo lang siya. Then, add some water para po maging thicken siya. Hindi siya maging paste. Ano? So, kapag nakagawa ka na ng roux, yan. Kunyari, gusto mo white roux. So, yun lang siya, pag white roux. Pag gusto mo ng brown roux, dark roux, okay, brown na lang, brown roux, so mag-a-add ka ng a little bit soy sauce. Magiging na siyang dark roux. So, yan. So, yun po ang roux. Tandaan nyo yun, guys, ha? So, but some thick soups are velouté. Ayan, the velouté sauce based. So, the stock thickened with a roux and a velouté sauce base is usually finished with a liaison of a heavy cream egg yolk. And a thick soup should have a velvety smooth texture and the thickness of the heavy cream. It is always essential to strain out the solids and at times to puree and put back into the soup. And the cream soups may be served hot or cold. So pag ikaw ay gumagawa ng mga creamy soup, thick soups, so sinasala pa natin to kasi sometimes yung pong pagtutunaw natin ng flour or ng cornstarch, sometimes po ay nagiging siyang buo-buo. So, hindi naman maganda o magandang tingnan kapag yung soup natin may mga bilog-bilog, o kaya may buo-buo. So, that's why minsan sinasala natin. Okay? O kaya pwede naman natin siya tunawin muna doon sa water before we add it into our soup para mag-thicken siya. Okay, guys. So, next is, so the vegetable soup. So, ano ba itong vegetable soup? Pag sinabi natin vegetable soup, it is a clear seasoned stock or broth with the addition of one or more vegetables, meat or poultry. So, yan po yung ating vegetable. Very simple lang ito. Very madali lang kung paano natin gawin si vegetable soup. Kasi, ilalaga lang natin si vegetable sa water until it simmer ng simmer. Yun na yun. Ang cooking time for the vegetable soup is 45 minutes to 1 hour only. Kasi madali lang siya. Kasi sobrang dali lang lutuin ng vegetable. And later on, after yung waiting time natin or cooking time for 1 hour, makikita mo dun sa tubig, sa pinagkuluan, naghahalo or umaamoy na yung vegetables dun sa tubig. So, vegetable soup na po ang tawag natin doon. So, consommé. Ano ba itong consommé na to? Parang consummation, ano? So, a consommé it is a rich, flavorful stock or broth that has been clarified to make it perfectly clear and transparent. So, yan. So it is a kind of a cream soup based on crustaceans like shrimps, lobster is bisque. It is made by simmering crustacean in a stock or a fish fillet. Another thick vegetable soup is the chowder that is made with the broth, milk, or water as base, then thickened with roux. So yan. Cold thick soups such as the vichyssoise are simply cream soup served cold, and others like the gazpacho or a chilled cantaloupe soup are based on a puree of a cooked or raw ingredients brought to the correct consistency by adding. Okay, guys, so we have the cream soup. So our soup's thickened with the roux, the bouillon. The bouillon is like a mixture of butter and flour, the liaison or other thickening agents plus the milk or cream. So we have also, okay, wait lang. So we have also the purees. So these are the vegetable soups thickened with starch. Okay. Another one is the bisques. These are the chicken soups that's made of from shellfish, and we have the chowders. These are the hearty soup made from the fish, shellfish, or vegetable, usually contain milk and potatoes. And we have the veloutés. Yan, soup chicken with egg, butter, and cream. So yun po, pag ang soup natin ay nilagyan natin ng egg, butter, and cream, so we call that as a velouté. Yes, guys, it's a velouté. Okay? So we have other types of soup. Meron tayong dessert soup. So tulad ng ginataan. So this is a Filipino soup made from the coconut milk, fruit, and the tapioca pearl served in a hot or cold. So we have the osheriko. It is a osheriko. The Japanese asuki bean soup. And we have the tongesu. I don't know how to pronounce that correct. Okay, the tongesui or tongesu. It is a Chinese soup. So correct me if I'm wrong for that, or sorry for the wrong pronunciation, guys. And we have the fruit soup. Ano-ano ba yung mga fruit soup natin? So it can be served hot or cold depending on the recipe. Where dried fruits are used like raisins and prunes. And the fruit soup may include milk, sweet or savory dumplings, spices or alcoholic beverages like brandy and champagne. Yun. Soup, it is a variation on the traditional soup wherein the temperature when served is kept at below temperature. And the Asian soup, sorry. Okay. So the Asian soup, it is a traditional soup which is typical broth. And the clear soup or starch chicken soup. So the other thickening agent soups are, for soups, are tulad ng rice, the flour, the grain, the cornstarch. So ito yung mga thickening agents para mag-thicken yung soup mo. We have also the another ingredients for soup is we have the garlic, the pepper, the onions, the garlic, salt, water, eggs, the butter, cream, cornstarch. Tapos meron tayong meat. So yung mga meat natin, kapag gusto nyo ay kung ano available sa market nyo, we have the chicken, the beef, the pork, the lamb, the fish. We have the seasoning like the MSG, o yung tawag natin, bitsin, the convenience products. And we have the vegetables like carrots, string beans, turnips, tomatoes, mushrooms, celery, and leek. So ito po, yun po yung mga other ingredients natin. And the basic principles of preparing these soups are, we have the first principle, like start with the cold water and cut vegetables to appropriate size to the type of the stock. Yan. Dapat kasi cold water, appropriate pa yung, or appropriate sizes po yung pagkat mo ng vegetables. Then pili ka kung anong gusto mong protein base like the beef, the chicken, the pork, and the fish. And after that, isi-simmer lang natin siya. After simmering that, ito yung nabanggit ko kanina, kapag may mga something or scum na namumuo at nagbibuild dun sa tabi ng iyong pinaglulutuan. So you have to skim off para pumatanggal siya before you add another ingredients to your soup. And in cooking soups po, we have the meat, poultry, and fish. And cuts of meat that are less tender should be added early in the cooking process. At tapos kapag sa poultry naman, it needs to be added early enough so that it cooks thoroughly. And add fish close to the end of the cooking process to keep it from overcooking. So di ba nabanggit ko sa inyo kanina kung ano yung mga cooking time ng bawat gusto mong ingredients na lutiin para sa iyong soup. Okay. So another one po ay meron tayong greens and pasta. So this allow a little more time for cooking. Beans and legumes. Ayan. Soak beans, lentils, and black eyed peas should added with the liquid so they will fully cooked. And the dense or starchy of vegetables. So it is a small diced cut of potatoes, carrots and winter squashes that require a 30 to 45 minutes to cook. And we have the green vegetables. So ito naman, these vegetables should be added during the final time or final cooking time for the soup, which about for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And another one is how are going to adjust the consistency of our soup. So the thick soups may be continued to thicken during the cooking time and may need additional stock or water added to adjust the consistency. Kunyari guys, ganito. Yung iyong nilulutong soup ay very thickened. Masyado siyang heavy. So, pwede ka pong mag-add ng water or cream or let's say milk. Pwede namang water na lang. Para po yung consistency siya ng iyong soup ay mag-adjust. Hindi siya magiging paste. Kasi too much of the cream, too much of the flour or cornstarch or too much of adding thickening agents, nagiging siyang paste. So, hindi na siya nagiging soup. Diba? So, yan. Kapag ganun po ang nangyari o mangyayari, so alam niyo naman po yun kumbaga naba-vibes niyo yun So, add lang kayo ng water para po maging stable or yung consistency ng iyong soup po, yung consistency ng soup mo ay maging okay. So, ganun lang po. Just add a little water, ganun. Stocks, yan. Degreasing, ayan. Broth-based soups may be prepared in advance. So, pwede po tayo mag-advance sa preparation or the pre-cooking or pre-preparation. Cooled and refrigerated. Tulad po ng mga stocks na niluto natin kanina o napag-aralan natin kanina. So, that is advanced cooking na po yun. So, nagawa na tayo ng stocks in the preparation or for the preparation para sa pagluluto naman natin o paggagawa natin ng soup. So, kaya po may mga ganyan-ganyan. Okay. So, pwede natin siyang i-ref muna. Pero, this is the tip. Pag kayo po ay medyo matatagalan yung pagluluto nyo ng soup, kumbaga nagluto lang kayo in advance, lagyan nyo po ng date kasi hindi po ganun katagal ang inilalagi o yung time ng soup. Napapanis din po siya, ng stock, sorry. Napapanis din siya guys, napapanis din po siya. So dapat magle-label kayo kung kailan nyo po siya niluto. Kunyari, next week nyo siya lulutuin, so okay pa po siya. But, pag pinatagal mo naman siya na matagal, by a month or weeks, counting weeks, ay medyo nagbe-build na siya ng asim. So, ibig sabihin, nag-i-spoil na siya. And this facility is removing for the congealed fat from the surface and this skim the top layer of fat from a hot soup with a ladle alternative. Okay. So, yan po yung pagdidecrease natin. So, kapag may nakita kayong, kumbaga, something dun sa iyong soup, so, kunyari, medyo greasy siya, yung nag-build na siya ng, yung namuo na, nabuo na oil. So, pwede nyo siyang i-skim, tanggalin natin siya. So, pwede naman, guys. Kasi the more na init mo siya, nag-grease ulit siya, nagdadagdag ulit siya ng fat or oils. Ayan, ito maganda to. Paano ba tayo gagawa ng isang cream of potato soup? So, how to make a cream potato soup? So, this is very simple. And as you can see in your screen, guys, we have an example of the creamy potato soup. So, I just got this from the internet. So, I just paste or post the link down there. So, if you want to see the process on how to cook the creamy potato soup. So we have ingredients like the potatoes, the onions, the basil, the salt and pepper to taste, the water, and the milk. So yan lang po yung mga ingredients that you needed in making or cooking up the creamy potato soup. So ganyan lang po siya. So, ito po yung procedure. So, just splashing it out. So, if you want to try this recipe, so lutuin nyo po, pwede naman. Tapos kung may mas gusto kayong an easy cream potato soup, marami po dyan sa YouTube and sa internet na mga recipes. Okay? So search na lang po sa Google bar or Google search bar. Okay. So we have egg drop soup. Ito napakadali po ng egg drop soup and I know for sure, 200% sure na guys, na niluluto nyo tong egg drop soup sa bahay nyo. It is very, very easy. This is a very easy soup. Lalo na ito, mga niluluto ng parents natin pag may sakit tayo, diba? Paon, nilalagnat tayo sa mga ating pakaramdam. So sometimes our parents, lolas, cook ay egg drop soup. Kasi kumbaga parang ito yung soup ng para sa may sakit. Ay, kumbaga dito sa amin sa Quezon, ganyan eh. Lalo doon sa lugar namin. Okay. So, let's see. So, ito lang, ganito lang kasimple yung egg drop soup. So, di ba guys? Di ba? Alam niyo na. This is so very easy. Di ba pag kayo nagluto ng noodles, yung ano to, yung noodle soup, yung, ano ba to yun? Ano ba yan? Bigla naman ako nawala. Tapos, di ba nagluto ka ng noodle soup, tapos ilagyan mo ng binati na itlog. So, egg drop soup with the, noodles. So, pwede yun, di ba? Great, di ba? Ang so easy. So, wala kang ibang kakailanganin. Kunyari, hindi ka nakapag-create ng stock from the chicken. Kunyari lang, hindi ka nakapag-stock. So, pwede naman tubig, pakuluan ng tubig, then add the ginger, slices, and the 2 eggs beaten. So, ibibit mo na siya. After beating it, habang kumukulo na siya, then i-pour mo na yung beaten eggs mo. And then, after mag-simmer na siya at nakita mo na naluluto na siya, then you could add some salt and pepper na. And then, add ka na kunyari, ng mga stalks or celery, chopped celery, ayos na yun. O, diba? Very simple lang yung ating recipe. So, ito yung procedure. I flash it out na. So, basahin nyo na lang to. O kaya, halimbawa, gusto nyo medyo something extraordinary about your egg drop soup. So, pwede kayong mag-search lang ng iba para mas maganda. Okay, so let us now move to how are going to make naman the consomme a la Madrilene. Ayan. Pero itong na-search ko naman, it's a very basic or simple beef consomme. So, ayan. This is a sample of the beef consomme. So, guys, bago kayo gumawa ng isang consomme, kailangan nyo muna maggawa ng stocks. Mag-stocks muna kayo. So, sabi nga natin, maggagawa tayo ng stocks. So, beef, ilalaga lang natin. Yung buto lang naman yung needed natin dito. Ilalaga lang naman natin siya for 6 to 8 hours in a very low fire. Tapos ilagay na po natin yung other ingredients natin like mirepoix o kaya gusto mo bouquet garni. So pwede mo siyang ilagay doon. O kaya if you want to add some herbs and spices tsaka seasoning yan, pwede siya. Pwede nyo i-add kung gusto nyo lahat i-add siya. Pero pili kayo kung mirepoix o kaya ay bouquet garni. These are the ingredients that you are going to use. So, makikita nyo dito naka-flash po sa ating screen kung paano natin na gagawin yung ating consomme. So, diba? Sa picture pa lang makikita nyo, diba? Ang ganda-ganda tsaka ang sarap-sarap. Oh. Pero guys, hindi naman kailangan, this is a tip and to remember for you. Hindi naman kailangan, halimbawa, pag bumili kayo ng beef, lahat na lang ng beef ay ilalagay nyo doon para to make the stocks. So guys, tandaan, ang kailangan lang natin gamitin yung leftover or yung bones lang ng beef. Yung bones lang nun. Para po, kumbaga kasi kung may paggagamitan ka naman ng karne, ng beef na iyo, ng ibang dish, magagamit mo pa siya. Pero, syempre, pag gagawa ka ng stock, yun lang mga bones ang kailangan natin. Tapos, add mo nga yung mirepoix, yung bouquet garni, tapos yung herbs and spices and seasonings. It's up to you kung ano ang gusto mong i-add po. Okay? So, hope you understand that po. So, yan. Paano na tayo gagawa ng creamy carrot soup? Ayan. Ito, very tasty itong how to make the creamy carrot soup. Ayan po. As you can see on the screen. So, I just got it from the Pinterest. And the ingredients ay ito po siya. So, yan. Masarap po ang carrot soup, guys. Kaya lang, kapag gusto mo ng medyo yung consistency niya, di ba, ayaw mo na very thick na ano. Ito kasi ay thick eh. Kung gusto mo medyo palabnawin siya ng konti, just add another chicken broth po para yung consistency niya hindi ganun ka-heavy. Okay? And how about the chicken corn chowder? The chowder soup. So these are the sample. So I got this from the internet po, from saltandlavender.com. So yan yung recipe nila. So ito po guys yung mga ingredients na kailangan natin gawin. So you have to have the bacon, the chicken, the onion, the celery, the flour, the garlic, the chicken broth or chicken stock, the corn, the whipping cream. Yung whipping cream or heavy cream po guys is para po mag-thicken yung iyong chowder soup. Ayan. Peeled potatoes. Ayan. Tapos po a dash of Italian seasoning, the cayenne pepper, the salt and pepper to taste, scallion chopped, and kung gusto nyo pang mag-add ng something on it. So, yan. Ganyan po guys yung ingredients. And the procedures, I just flush it out. And then, pag gusto nyo siyang gayahin, lutuin, i-try nyo siya para sa inyo. So, try nyo po ito. Okay, if you want some easy recipe, just search lang po sa Google bar, search yung easy recipe for the corn chowder. Yan, madami po yun. Okay, guys, natapos na pala tayo for the part 1. So, let us continue this, guys, for the part 2. Part 2 po ng ating prepare, present the top soups and sauces. So, guys, just wait for a while. Tapos po ay we will going back for the part 2 of this learning episode. So, thank you guys and have a great day. Keep safe, stay safe, and thank you for listening and watching and subscribe. Thank you guys po. Sana po ay mag-ingat po tayong lahat. Thank you guys. Bye.